Hi guys, Fentress Charles here, aka Fenny. I was listening to one of my mentors, John C. Maxwell, to one of his audios, Developing the Leader Within You. Excellent, excellent audio. You need to pick up a copy and you need to pick up the book. Okay, so in this audio, he spoke about planned neglect. Now, when I first heard planned neglect, I was intrigued and I thought to myself, planned neglect? Okay, so we're planning to neglect something and that's a positive thing? Well, turns out it's a very positive thing. All right. In the audio, he spoke about a young concert pianist. Okay, she was successful. And she was asked, what was her secret to success? And she replied, planned neglect. So now, she said when she was in music school, after breakfast, she would come back to her room and actually go back to her room, and she would make up her bed, straighten up the room, and dust the floor and do anything else that caught her attention. It's just so funny. The part when she says that caught her attention. How many times have we set out to do something, or we have something that we know we could do that will help us progress, forward in claiming our dreams, and we get distracted, sidetracked, and we waste a lot of time in that area. And then when it's time to go back to the thing that we said we know we could do that would help us, we do it in a lackluster fashion. The that was there to do it has died down tremendously. Anyway, she said that after she cleaned up and did all those things that distracted her, she would then hurry to violin practice. So now, practicing became the last thing on her list, and cleaning up became the first thing. Her intent was to practice, then to do whatever else, but it wasn't a strong focus. So she realized that she wasn't progressing as she thought she should. So she flipped the script. After breakfast, guess what came first? Practice. Practice came first. Was not an option. She was zero in on it. She was focusing on practicing. That's the first thing. And everything else she planned to neglect. So the house cleaning or the room cleaning was neglected. She focused on practicing. After she practiced, then she did whatever caught her attention. Now, it obviously worked because she was being interviewed for the secret to her success. So now, how can we apply that in our lives? Something has to be neglected. What do you think that you need to neglect in order to live the life of your dreams? Okay. Some of us are moms and we have to cook, and we have relationships, and we have obligations. All right, we cannot necessarily neglect it totally, but we can neglect it a little bit in our favor. Okay, so you have a house that gets messy. You can get family members to help pitch in and help clean. People can take turns cooking. Some of us will have to plan to neglect drinking with the buddies and hanging out. Some of us will have to plan to neglect watching TV into a stupor. I'm just being really silly. Into a stupor. Some of us will need to plan that when the phone rings, you can't always answer it, because if you pick up that phone, you will chit chat for hours and hours on end. I'm going to raise my hand on that one because that to me was my weakness. It's not a weakness anymore. Okay, so we have to plan to neglect something in order to make space or room for the thing that we know that we have to do in order to get to where we say we want to go. Whether that is living the life of your dreams, success, goals, desires coming to fruition. So now, we have some hints here on what we can do, and the rest is up to you. Guys, we are alive. Do you know what that means? Since we are alive, we can live the life of our dreams. We can have our goals. We can have our desires. All of these things met. If I can do it, if you can do it, if he can do it, the sky's the limit. We can do this. We all can do this. Say this with me. I endeavor to snatch back my dreams and live it. All right. I see you all in the next video. Peace.